Welcome to the first episode of Cooking for Incels. Follow me in my journey as I transform from a wizard into a Chad. For this recipe, we are going to need a pound of noodles, short noodles, whichever kind you like. I've got rotini here. Farfalle would also work, or elbow macaroni would also work. We're going to need 2 cans of this diced tomatoes with green chilies. I've got them at 10 ounces a can, but it can be tomatoes without the chilies of a similar size. We're gonna need a bag of cheese. I've got a pound bag here, shredded. Gonna need some salt, and then garlic powder and black pepper. So what you want to do is first you want to wash your hands, of course. Then preheat your oven to 350 degrees. It's very important you have that preheated first, and then you want to boil your water with a little bit of salt in there. Makes it boil a little faster and keeps the noodles from sticking. And then, after it's boiling, put the noodles in. It takes however long for the noodles. You want to cook it to what's called al dente, which is an Italian term meaning to the tooth, which basically means a little chewy, and each person has their own individual taste as to just how chewy they want it. And then while that's cooking, you want to dump in you want to open this and drain it, of course. And then dump in cans into a bowl you're going to mix in. Sorry, this one's not coming out so well. Let me get the can opener again. Here we go. Can opener here. Technical difficulties. When you first start out. Sorry about the stuff over there. I'm doing some dishes and that's the subscription box I got in the mail today. There we go. So you wash your hands. And there's that open. Clean up after yourself as you're going along. It makes it easier at the end. And then what you want to do is have 1 teaspoon for those 2 cans. You want to use 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. There we go. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then black pepper here. This black pepper doesn't want to open. There we go. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Oops. I make a little mess because I'm a beginner cook, but I'm going to clean up after I'm done cooking, of course. You always clean up after you're done cooking. As soon as you're done cooking, I'm talking to myself here because it makes it a lot easier, keeps the mess from piling up. So I'm trying to learn that. And then, you, of course, take a spoon, mix it all up. You want to coat it evenly so there aren't any chunks of powder from the garlic powder or the pepper. Makes it taste a lot better. So while you're mixing it up, you can, have music playing, you can sing a song, whatever you want to do. And of course the oven was preheated to 350 degrees, so it's very important you have that oven preheated before you boil. Something I've had to learn, because otherwise you won't maybe have it ready, because ovens can take a while to preheat. So have that set cleared up. It should be nice and coated now. You can't over stir this, but a few minutes of mixing is more than enough. Basically, you just want to make sure it's really coated, really mixed up. And then, got my colander in the sink. So I'm going to drain this. Yep. Gotta make sure to turn this off first, of course. Gotta set this here to kind of cool off, and then you want to put the noodles in an oven safe dish. I've got this bottom of a broiler pan because my baking dish is currently in use. So I'm putting in the bottom of a broiler pan here. And what I'm going to want to do is put some cheese on it. And I'm going to want to put some layer of cheese on there. I don't have to make it so that the entire thing is coated. You know, I don't have to. I can leave some gaps in there. But I just want to kind of sprinkle the cheese kind of liberally. You see I'm kind of making a mess. Always pick up after yourself. I'm talking to myself here, you know, because I struggle with it. Like I said, you know, I'm transforming from a wizard to a cat, and part of it is learning skills like picking up after yourself and whatnot. So you want to liberally spread it on there, but you don't have to cover every little section. You can have little bits of noodles sticking out. And then after that is put on there, you want to spread out your tomatoes and chili, or your tomatoes with the seasoning on it. And you want to basically spread out bit by bit. You can smear it a little bit there, make it a little bit flatter. There's gonna be spaces in here. It's not gonna be an even coat, and that just adds to the appeal of it. You add a little bit at a time, not too fast. Just help spread it out a little bit more evenly. Just a little bit at a time will do ya. Just be patient. And you might be tempted, you know. I was tempted to preheat at 350 degrees as I was cooking, but no, you really got to make it 350 degrees before you start all this preparation, because it can take a while. I'm almost done here. Sorry, here my glasses are falling. Need to get those repaired. And if you have a little bit in here left over, it's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal. I got some liquid in here left over from the can. That's normal. Alright, and now that your oven is at 350 degrees, you put this in here on the bottom. And this is still hot, so I'm going to be careful when I clean this. But actually, it's probably too hot to really touch it as much for me. But I'm going to set a reminder on my phone. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Right in front of you. Hey Google, set a reminder to clean my mess up in 10 minutes.
Sure, I'll remind you at 8:52 p.m.
Alright, there you go. See? Like I said, I'm going to clean up after myself. But as far as what it's going to look like, when it's done, let me get this. And here's this. Come back in here. Had this pre-made like they do in the professional cooking shows, because I'm a professional, not. And this is what it looks like right now. I'll take the camera off so you can see. And I don't know what to call this, guys. What is this? Cheesy tomatoes and chili pasta? You guys, tell me what you think it should be called. But this is what it kind of looks like right now. Now, this is kind of like an upgrade to mac and cheese, but you know, it doesn't have meat in it, so a lot of guys won't like it that much for a main dish. You can have it on the side with some meat as a main course, or you can take this to a family event for you know, bring your own event for a family. You know, let it cool first. But I'm going to let this cook in the oven. So everyone cook in the oven so it doesn't go to waste. And, well, that's what I've got here for episode 1. Follow me on my path to becoming a Chad.